Hey, what's up guys, it's me, Claude with Guys here, back with another video, and today, we're going to be making a how to make a Bedwars guide. Yeah, a Bedwars map. But you know what? Bedwars map. That's pretty cool. I think I like that. But, you know, before we start, we need the perfect settings, and this is a voiceover of the aftermath of me recording, because I don't really like the way I spoke in the video, but basically, I have the perfect settings set up so you can just copy this, make sure it's on creative, hard mode, go to the advanced tab, make it a flat world. Actually, before you do that, make sure you name your world. Then you want to go to the advanced tab and make it a super flat world. You're also going to want to keep the starting map and bonus chest off, turn on show coordinates, turn off unlocking recipes and, you know, and fire spreads, turn on TNT explodes, respawn blocks explode, mob loot, natural regeneration, tile drops, and immediate respawn. Make your simulation distance 10 chunks. And something I forgot, make your, like I'm doing it now, make sure your respawn radius is 0. This will be important later. So, now we're going to want to go to the multiplayer tab. And in the multiplayer tab, we're going to do something because, basically, I'm going to turn this off because I can't make it invite only. But you're going to want to keep friendly fire on because this is a PvP map. Duh. You know, it's, you know, simply just good. We also want to turn on cheats, always day, keep inventory, turn off mob spawning, turn off mob griefing. Make sure entities drop loot. Turn off with the weather cycle because we don't want rain and stuff. Keep command blocks on. We're going to be using those a lot, and keep education edition off. We're not going to need it, and it's going to be annoying. You can use resource packs if you want, but I wouldn't recommend turning on mods. I'd recommend only using default textures or classic textures. Don't turn on any behavior packs, and don't turn on any experiments, because experiments could corrupt your world, and you don't want that. So, once you're done setting up your settings to be exactly like those, you don't need to name the world the same thing, though. Then, you can create your world. While we're waiting for this to finish loading, I would like to ask you to like and subscribe. It really helps out. And, you know, lets me know you want more of this content. And that I'm doing a good job. It just makes my day better, honestly. It just makes my day a bajillion times better than it was before. Anyways, this is going to take a little bit of time to load. Skip this. Never mind. I spoke there. Anyways, once you load in, we're going to create the lobby. But before we make the lobby, we're going to want to go into the settings that we can only change in the world. We can go down to the cheats segment and turn off always day, and then turn off do daylight cycle. We turned on always day because we wanted it to be noon as soon as we started, so it was nice out. And still, this is just nice to have. This is just so that you can make your map anytime you want when we program it in, we don't want it to be daytime if you want it to be nighttime. We don't want it to be nighttime if we want it to be daytime. So yeah. Now you're gonna get a locator map, and you're gonna make sure you're facing upwards or north, and not any other direction, so that you can finally make your lobby. You're gonna place a sea lantern or any light block for that matter, and then grab any block in the world that isn't see-through and build 6 blocks out on every direction except for diagonals, like a rook from chess, out from the sea lantern or whatever light block you chose. So basically, yeah, this is a great like plus shape. I accidentally built a block off. I don't think I realized that until now. And then we're gonna, you know, fill in the corners. You see this plus? It's not a plus. It's gonna be a square. We need more blocks. So take 4 wools of any color you like for your teams. I'm picking red, blue, green, and yellow teams. You can pick any colors you want, as long as they're differentiable, but you're going to want 4 for, you know, simpleness. Once you have it done, you're going to want to go to the other corners and fill them in with their different color wool and make a giant square of wool colors for your Bedwars lobby. Once you get to the final one, this one's like the real one. We just gotta, you know, just narrow them around in a circle and fill in our square just so it looks nice. Now we're gonna grab a log of any type and grab a trapdoor of any type that doesn't match the log, like the same wooded log. Now you're going to want to place a log in the corner like that, and place trapdoors all around it like this, except for the top, because we need the tops for later. And that's your thingy done. Now I'm going to speed up the rest of the footage of me making this, because, you know, it's long and boring, so it's just sped up now. And now that you're done, we're gonna go to the creative menu and get a button. I'm gonna pick a mangrove button for on my buttons. Just make sure it doesn't match your log. I'm gonna pick a mangrove button. Actually, I'll pick a blackstone button, actually. A good old blackstone button. Then we're gonna wanna put them on top of all of these wooden podiums, you could call them. You could call them podiums or something, I don't know. They look like podiums. I don't know why, but they look like podiums to me now that I'm done recording. I don't know why. But now you're going to want to pick 2 more blocks. Or 3. I picked smooth stone, cobblestone, and mossy cobblestone. I picked mossy cobblestone with the cobblestone so that I could add detail. You're going to want to build a 5-block tall wall on the sides of the walls. I accidentally broke that, so I'm gonna place the grass there. And just place your wall down. And that's 5 blocks tall from the inside. And then right next to the stone bricks, you see, we're gonna make it nice out of mossy and regular cobblestone, like I do. You don't have to make it out of cobblestone, you can make it out of whatever block you want. And if I'm going a little too fast, you can always slow down the video or pause. That's the thing too. Because I am going to be making cuts to the video just to make it shorter. You know. So yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna basically make this like wall thing. It's gonna look good. And then we'll build it up. I don't know why I put a mossy cobblestone out of sight, but I did. And then we build up the wall. Just like that. We already have 2 out of the 4 walls. You know, I actually might cut out me building this. I'm pretty sure I am. Because this is so boring to watch. Yeah, I see the cut in the footage. It's got it up. Basically, watching me build up a wall is not fun. So basically, yeah. once you're done your wall, you're gonna want to grab out some blocks and build up your roof, if that makes sense. You might as well grab 3 blocks, your light block, a block to match with the bottom, like stone brick plus, and a single block to match with the colors. You know, just to make it nice and easy. I grabbed those on accident, so yeah. That's just in my inventory now. And I never used them. So I'm speeding up the footage because it's pretty boring to watch me just build for so long. Yeah. Basically, I'm pretty sure after this, after this speedy cut, I'm gonna start talking how I talked in the regular recording, and how I talked after the recording. You know, after this. And here we have a good lobby. It's not a perfect lobby, but it's gonna do. Next up, stand on where you want the players to spawn, and set the world spawn to that. Now we can get on to the decoration. You can use multiple blocks for your decoration. I'm not going to choose for you. All I'm just going to let you know is that I'm using stone bricks. And if you're done your nice decorations, I finished that a little quick. Then we can move on to the next step of the lobby. Let's go. Alright. Next up, we're gonna start off by building our first island. Now, since we made it a super flat, we can go super high in the sky, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go nyom into the sky. I'm gonna go as high as we can without the ground. We don't want to be able to see this ground. Or the lobby. All we want to see is void. Once you feel that you're high enough, I'm saying that 240 is good. You're going to want to run this command that I'm about to type in chat. Now what this command will do is put a block. If you need to copy the command, then I will actually leave in the description, or you can copy it from right here. But don't worry, I'll give you time. If you need to view this command a little more, you can pause the video. But let's get to building. Now that you have a grass block right below you, we're gonna start building out our island. You can build one block out, and then you can replace the center block with whatever you want. But I'm gonna keep it as grass. I'm gonna build out a small little island. So I'll get to you when I'm done. once you have your island, you might as well make it go down a little bit. Like this. Alright, once you're done building your island like this, it looks pretty good. You know, it's amazing. And it could be pretty useful for our building. You're going to want to decide what color out of the four you picked this island is going to be. Then grab their color of wool and color of terracotta. Actually, I'll change it. You grab their color of concrete powder and terracotta. Then you dig out a hole that looks just like this. Put in their colored concrete powder and put in their colored terracotta. Put a terracotta right there. Head underneath where you're going to put your bed. Put an observer right there, and we'll get to it later in the series. That's just there for now. And then finally, you're going to want to put the team's colored bed right on top of that observer and in the middle of this. Now that we have this set up, I think it's time that we do a little bit of decorating on the island. We're going to build a nice little area. Now this area is going to be the shop area when we build the shop. And it doesn't need to be that big. It's just an area that isn't even accessible by the players, so yeah. You don't even need there to be anything inside the towers. So I do recommend lighting it up. Instead of putting individual blocks right there, I make it look good by putting stairs down. Looks like those thingies that you see on castles. Anyways. And we're gonna make it accessible to get up here as a nice little shooting range for players to use. That's what I'm doing, at least. For my shop area. So it's actually useful other than being a shop. And then I'm going to add the other ladder so that we can get on this. And just for funsies, I'm going to add a nice little bridge connecting these towers. Connecting these towers up is going to be something we're going to do. And then we're gonna add all of these stairs to make our castle looking tower area of mass destruction and stuff look good. We're also gonna add some lighting around here and there. And obviously we're gonna add some lighting up here and here. Once you've added all of that, which means the shop area is almost done, we just need to finish up a nice shop area. Now obviously, this is not going to be any regular area that the players can access. No, this is an inaccessible area, but you can at least go behind the shop. I'm making a nice little castle for the shop. You can make whatever you want for the shop. I'm making a castle so that you know, it looks cool. I like castles. I'm pretty sure they're pretty sick. I'm pretty sure you like castles too. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know, but this one definitely looks good in my mind. I'm gonna add that right there so I can get a door out after I add the lights on the roof. I'm gonna add lights on the roof. I left this block empty so I can get out. I'm gonna poke in these holes. Look at that, they're just gonna see the massive lanterns you added. Not if I have anything to do with that. We'll just add blocks behind them. And add iron bars. And actually, I'm gonna make the inside of instead, actually. Keep it all good looking. Make sure they don't have access to the shopkeeper's area, the castle. as this is a nice little small area that they can chill in. Everything's all nice and dandy. Basically meaning that we're almost done with our first episode. Yeah, I know it was pretty short, but you gotta get your stuff done. I know. This is the first step in making a Bedwars map, actually making the island and lobby. And as an extra bonus, we'll add another extra part of the shooting range. What's this? Now we got a pretty tall castle to add to our nice shooters. Little like they have their bow and they're shooting out like wow. Like pew 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 on top of the castle. Our castle is definitely pretty cool. Let's add some windows in the shopkeeper's area so it looks nice. And add a nice little fenced off like area just to make sure that people don't get in during gameplay. Add a good looking roof. Since we need to, so that this looks good, let's get ourselves a barrier. Now if you don't know how to get a barrier, then just type in this command. It'll also be in the description of the video to get a barrier. Nice looking, good old shiny barrier. Yeah. And place it right there just to make sure that people can't get in. Alright. You're going to want to get into the shopkeeper's area to make it look nice if you want. Just know that this isn't going to be accessible, so go crazy with your decorations and stuff. I'm just making it look nice in here. We should add a nice stone brick flooring since we're in a nice good old castle. I'm gonna add a stone brick flooring to the shopkeeper area. And we'll finally add some chests. I'm just joking. We don't want them to be able to interact with anything back here because they'll definitely be able to do that still. And actually, before we exit, let's add the shopkeeper characters. To get the shopkeepers that we're going to need, we're going to copy our barrier command that we got. And we're going to go spawn _ egg 151. I'll leave that command in the description too. And this will give us an NPC spawn egg exclusive to Education Edition, but we don't need to activate it because it's not even findable in Education Edition normally anyways. And we're gonna add our weapons character. I'm gonna make him red. Nice. I'm gonna make him say buy your weapon. So looks good. Next up, we're gonna make an armor. Now, depending on how you spell armor, the name's gonna be different. But this is how I spell armor. The other way of spelling armor is this, but I definitely spell it with the U. And we'll find a good skin for him. For her, whatever you want. That looks good. And finally, we've got blocks. Before we get a dialogue. Sure that he looks good. Buy your blocks. And now we have our NPCs. Now they don't really give us any options, but we'll get that later. Now that you're finally done your shop, we can finally add good decorations around the map. Just make sure that they don't obscure the bed. And other spots you want your players to be able to go to. Maybe you want your players to be able to go in the shop. Maybe you don't. I don't want my players getting inside the shop. But you might. Now I'm adding these rocks to hide the fact that you can get up there. So that they don't actually know. Remember, you can make this as unique as you want. You don't have to copy mine. You can make your shop area whatever you want. You can make it a marketplace. You can make sure that you've got some blocks below your sand, because sand. Yeah, sand falls. Same with gravel and red sand. So, and concrete powder. So make sure there's blocks below gravity blocks. If you notice your block is falling when you place it down, that's probably because you need to make sure that there's something below it, because it's a gravity block. With that being said, let's continue our decorations and making the island look nice. So people go, wow, when they see this. Obviously, I'm just making random decorations. I'm not trying to make this look as good as you would probably want to make it look good. But yeah, no. That's the fun of being able to make it. You don't have to make it good looking. You don't have to make it bad looking. You just gotta make it look as much, whatever you want. It just has to look like whatever you want it to look like. Now, if you are gonna get trees, then I recommend you do build custom trees so that they look nice. And then just add in your leaves on your tree. I do recommend you do actually make custom trees though, because custom trees do look pretty cool. I would definitely recommend you make custom trees over regular trees, because these ones look a lot better. Remember, make sure that they don't get in the way of your map and stuff, because if they're not in the way, then it'll make it harder to traverse your map. I added a tree in the corner right there, and I'll add a birch tree in this corner over here. Just so that, you know, it looks nice. And instead of using those, we'll add birch fences. And then surround the leaves with those. just so you know, it looks nice. Just make custom trees. They always look better than growing one from a sapling, unless you just don't know how to build a tree. I honestly have never built a custom tree, and these already look amazing. So that just proves that literally anyone can make a custom tree, whether they know how to or not. Well, I might know. Well, I do spend a lot of my time in Minecraft on creative mode, so that does kind of explain why this looks so good. But that's our birch tree done. Remember, you can make these look like whatever you want. They don't have to look like what I'm building. Mine probably look trash in your opinion, but I like them, and I think they're great. I just realized you can hide on the trees. You can hide on the trees, which makes it kind of OP that you can hide on the trees. And you can still get back onto the castle. So basically, yeah, this is a crazy good map I spent my time on. It's not crazy good, it's just good enough that I'll let it pass. It's not crazy good, it's just good. I like it. And I think you'll like your result as well. If you don't, you can restart the island if you want. And if I was ever going too fast, you can replay the video. Like, that's a thing you could do. Just so you know. And that's all we're gonna get for this video. We have the lobby all the way down here. And then we have our island for mid-battle all the way up here. All the way up here. We have our fighting island where our red team will spawn, because this is where I decided to put the red team base. Obviously you can make yours look like whatever you want, and I'm not gonna judge you, because mine also looks pretty bad. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. I really enjoyed making this. You know, just to make your life a little easier. It's just, you know, you might want to get notified when I upload the next part of the guide. And with that being said, my name is Cloud with Guides. Let me spell that right. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. Okay, Cloud with Guide. Yep, Cloud with Guide. Not Cloud with Guides. Cloud with Guide. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!